Hi everyone, and welcome back for another video. Hey everyone, if you're new here, my name is Kahlia Imani White. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to support me and my growing channel, please subscribe down below. And if you like this video after you're finished, make sure to like it. Make sure to hit the like button and to also comment down below what was your favorite part of today's topic. So we're going to be getting into how to build the soft feminine, but on a budget. So I don't want to waste any time. I want to jump straight into it. As you can see, I took off my glasses for this video. So we're gonna get right into it. So I know the topics that don't involve the way that your outer appearance looks when it comes to building your soft feminine presence, it can be boring to some people, but for me, that's where I want to start because it really truly matters how you carry yourself on the inside as well. Because you could literally be wearing a sweatshirt and sweatpants and someone would still be able to see just how soft and feminine that you are based off the way that you're carrying yourself. So I wanted to get into that first about how to build and how to cultivate a soft feminine presence. So building a soft feminine presence includes cultivating traits that embody warmth, grace, and confidence. So we're going to dive into what steps you can take to embody those traits and to help you become that soft feminine version of yourself. So the first thing that I have on my list is self-awareness. This is so important. Being able to self-reflect is growth. Being able to self-reflect and self-correct is attractive. It is feminine. That is grown woman, okay? So first, what I want you guys to do is reflect on what you feel the soft feminine presence should embody. What do you think of when you think of soft feminine? For me, I think of Miss Honey from Matilda. She was so soft, so feminine, and so delicate. I loved everything about her.
This teacher, Miss Honey, was one of those remarkable people who appreciates every single child for who she or he is.
Identify qualities within the person that you're imagining and find a way to practice those qualities within yourself. So one thing that I had to do when I realized that Miss Honey was my definition of soft feminine, I had to find my shortcomings and find a way to dissipate them in a healthy way. So I know that it can be hard for us to judge ourselves because love literally is blinding, and we can love ourselves so much that we don't know what it is that we have shortcomings on. So I would always recommend finding someone that you trust, finding someone who you know only wants what's best for you, and asking that person honestly, hey, could you give me feedback on how you think I can improve as a person? What are some of my shortcomings that you think that I should be working on? I want to grow. I want to be better. And whenever they give you those answers, take those answers with grace. Don't get defensive. Don't throw it back in their faces and say, oh, well, you do A, B, and C, because it's not them who's asking for the advice. It's not them who's asking for help with growth. It's you and it's your journey. And that comes with the territory of building your soft feminine presence, is to accept criticism, even sometimes when you don't agree with it. You don't have to engage in conflict. You just accept it with grace. Just say, okay, even if you don't agree, and walk away. So make sure that you have people in your circle who you can trust, who you can ask for advice on how to grow, on how to be a better person, and work on those things and take those answers with grace, and try to expel any people in your life who won't even allow you the room to work on those. Like, I know there was a lot of things before my husband and I got married that we both talked about things that we should work on, and he allowed me the space to work on those. Like, if I slipped up and I fell back into old habits, that was okay. He didn't throw that in my face. It was just that, babe, you said you were going to work on that. And you're right. I did say I was going to work on that. Let me do better. Let me try harder. I'm still working. I'm still a human, and I'm still growing. So that's the first thing. Self-reflect. Ask people around you what it is that you need to work on in order to be the best version of yourself. My next one is mindfulness and presence. Practice being present in the moment. Mindfulness can help you connect more deeply to your surroundings and your emotions, but you can't get there if you're constantly daydreaming. I'm an avid daydreamer. I might have undiagnosed ADHD or something, but I daydream, okay? That's like my thing. And it's so embarrassing when someone's talking to you about something and you're off in a daze somewhere else, and you have to look back at that person once you tune back in and say, I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything that you just said. That is so unattractive. Like, and it does not embody the soft feminine presence at all. Practice listening, practice being in the moment. I'm telling you right now, nothing builds connections more than someone telling you something about themselves, and then you see them later and you remember that and you bring it up. You ask them, oh, hey, how's your grandma doing? I know that the last time we spoke, you said that she wasn't doing too well. People love things like that because they know that you care and that you're actually trying to get to know them on a deeper level. So practice being fully aware of the moment and taking in your surroundings and paying attention to other people when they're speaking to you, because it shows that you're present, it shows that you're aware, and most importantly, it shows that you care about other people. Okay, so my next one is gentle communication. I know that if you grew up in a toxic environment like I did, gentle communication is something that I really had to work on. My mouth, my goodness, dangerous. It is dangerous. Oh my gosh, I had to work on that, especially since, you know, when you grow and you're trying to develop and you're trying to foster healthy connections with people, with your significant other, with your friends, it's important to learn how to speak to someone. So work on your tone, work on your body language, speak softly and with intention, and use open and inviting gestures. I know that we've all seen like somebody like across the street or in their car doing all of this. Somebody's doing all of this, you know, somebody's angry, right? Like you can tell without even talking to them, like, oh snap, now might not be a good time to approach them because they seem a little upset. So building that soft feminine lifestyle is being aware and being in control of your body movements at all time. And I know that that can be difficult to say like, oh man, I can't be in control of that at all times, but it takes practice. Like celebrities do this all the time. They practice how to wave, they practice how to smile and when to smile, they practice how to walk, how to sit, how to talk, you know, when to speak. Like they practice these things, and this is something that you should also be practicing if you really want to build up that soft feminine presence. So you practicing that over and over again is really like tricking your subconscious mind into forcing your conscious mind to revert those bad habits that you've had. So practice makes perfect. You practice how to control your body movement and you will be basically unstoppable because you're in control of everything. And don't forget to work on your tone. I know like for me, I'm really bad with my voice inflections. Like my sister says all the time, I'll be like, Malia, and I'm not mad or anything, but I just said it like I was mad, but I'm not mad. So I'm like, I always have to work on that because for people who don't know me, they may think that I'm rude or I'm being sassy or something like that. So I've worked on developing the Miss Honey voice. So when I'm out and about and I need to do the soft feminine, you know, I want to embody my soft feminine traits, then I speak to people like this. This is how I speak. When my husband and I have a disagreement, this is how I speak to him. Because I don't want him to think that I'm yelling at him. I want him to be able to also share gentle communication with me. And I want us to be able to resolve whatever miscommunication is occurring. So gentle communication and speaking in a very light voice, speaking very soft, speaking very feminine, it works wonders. You'll literally get your way every time. Okay, so my next one is self-care. So prioritize activities that nourish you. Okay, that one is so hard for people, like I said, who grew up in trauma, who grew up people pleasing. It's so difficult to practice activities and to be fully involved in activities that celebrate and that nourish you. So this can be like skincare, this can be fitness, this can be creative hobbies. It can literally be anything that makes you feel good mentally or physically. Work on those and make time for those. So for me, since my best friend and I, we both work in healthcare, we both just took huge steps in our lives. I'm newly married, she's newly engaged. My husband and I just rented out our first house, and my best friend, her and her fiance, they just closed on their first house. So like we're both like doing a lot of really big things right now, and there's a lot of moving pieces, and although it's all very exciting, it also gets extremely overwhelming. So we like made a pact that we're going to meet up every week for self-care brunch, and we're going to try different places around our city so that we can have a little girl time, so that we can, you know, talk about our lives and enjoy what what all the big changes are around us. And for us, that's like our little self-care for the week. So make sure that you're scheduling that time out as if it is literally a shift at your job. I don't care if somebody calls you like 2 or 3 days before and they say, hey Stephanie, this is your cousin Tracy, my car's gonna be in the shop on Wednesday at 6 and I just need somebody to take me to go pick it up. Are you able to do that? Can you do that for me? I'm sorry Tracy, I can't. I'm busy that day. That's my self-care day. I'm sorry. Because no, it's literally a shift. You can't miss that date with yourself. Unless somebody is dying, like they're on their last breath, then you cannot rearrange your schedule for that person. Okay, so my next one is cultivate empathy, which is ironic given what we just did to Tracy, but that was still empathetic because you can understand Tracy. You've put yourself in Tracy's shoes because you have also had your car in a shop before, okay? So you feel bad for Tracy, but you love yourself more than you feel bad for Tracy. But empathy is huge when it comes to building that soft feminine lifestyle. And I want everyone to understand that being empathetic is not the equivalent to being weak. Being empathetic is being compassionate on a level of, I know your pain, I can feel your pain, I've been there, and I'm here with you in that moment. And I understand and I acknowledge what it is that you're going through. And I think that a lot of people confuse empathy with lack of boundaries, which is literally something that I've been working on my entire life, because if you're an empathetic person, people will run all over you. Like, you can be empathetic and still set boundaries. Like with cousin Tracy, we weren't mean to cousin Tracy. We acknowledged what she was going through. Tracy, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. I understand what that's like, but I'm sorry, I can't. I have plans. So you can have empathy. Empathy is good, but people will abuse you if you have too much empathy and you're not setting boundaries along with that empathy. So I'd always recommend practice active listening like we did with cousin Tracy, practice active listening, practice empathy, but also practice boundaries. So I'm sorry, cousin Tracy, that you're going through that. I understand. I've also had a similar situation with my car, but I will not be available on Wednesday. I do apologize about that. I hope that you get it figured out. Being soft doesn't mean that you have to be a pushover. So establish and maintain those boundaries, maintain that empathy, and protect your energy. Okay, now the fun part, okay, because I know you guys are like, girl, you said building the soft feminine. What about how we look? So we're getting into dress in aesthetics. Okay, let's jump into it. So choose clothing and styles that resonate with your vision of femininity. Focus on comfort and confidence. I love budget-friendly clothing that still looks elegant, but is also comfortable, and it's also cheap. I love that. Now for me, so my sister, she says that I dress like a teacher. I don't mind dressing like a teacher because, like I told you, my idea of the soft feminine was Miss Honey from Matilda. She is so soft, so feminine. I love the skirts. I love the t-shirts that she has tucked in. I love the little bows that push back her hair, the headbands and everything. I think it's so cute. But what works for me might not work for you. So choose what your vision of soft feminine is. What styles, what clothing that you think looks good. So you don't have to spend a fortune to afford the aesthetic of the soft feminine, okay? I'm going to tell you because I love a good discount, okay? And I was definitely one of those people that was like, oh my gosh, I can't become the woman of my dreams yet because I can't afford it. I'm going to give you guys 4 hacks, 4 of my favorite tips that helped me to elevate into looking like the woman of my dreams without having the money like the woman of my dreams just yet, okay? So we're going to get into number 1, which is flexi rods. Okay, I actually have some flexi rods right over here. I saved them for you guys. If you can't tell, I use the shit out of these. My flexi rods are they are like they're well used. They're well used, okay? I have more, but do you see this one? Poor guy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I am flexi rod queen, okay? The moment that I found out that I could just flexi rod my hair at night before I go to bed, wake up in the morning, take them out, and I look like I got a fresh blowout. Like, it's just bouncy, it's pretty. Like, I was hooked. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So I don't have to, you know, straighten my hair every day because heat damage. So for me personally, I like the way that straight hair looks on me. I am natural. That's why doing my hair is annoying. So I prefer to have straight hair. And with my straight hair, I can't straighten my hair every day. I'm going to kill my hair. I can't straighten my hair every week. I'm going to kill my hair. So flexi rods help so much when it comes to making my style last when I do straighten it. Another hairstyle that I think works really well is if you get the V-part wigs. Like if you just invest in that, then your hair will always be done because it's just clip and go. You don't have to worry about, you know, swooping down your edges and using a got-to-be glue to try and hold your lace down. V-part wigs. Get a V-part wig. I have one. It's a natural V-part wig. It's super cute, super curly. I might wear it in my next video. But get a V-part wig. It'll help you so much. You'll always look put together. Your hair will always look done, and it will look like it's a fresh sew-in. Like, so try that. So next are lashes. So this is a hack that a lot of people love when I tell them this. Okay, so like I mentioned previously, I'm not a lashes girly, okay? I'm more so brows. I hate doing my lashes every day. It's annoying, but I do love the way that lash extensions look. And if you can, I don't know if you guys can see today, I do like this. Hopefully you can see that these look like a $300 lash extension job, or at least some really good mink lash strips, but they're not. I got these from Amazon. I'm going to show you. I have them here as well. As you can see, they're quite used. The little package is filthy, but these are it. These are it, and they're so simple to put on because I don't know how people do like the individuals, but it comes with this little mascara looking tool. On one end it's the bond, and you just put it on like mascara, and you use your little tool here, your tweezer tool, to pick up your lash and put it up underneath your lashes, and it sticks. And then afterwards use the other end of this, which is the seal, if you can see that, which is the seal, to hold it into place. And those will last about, if you're not like washing your face extra hard in extra hot heat in the shower, they'll last about a good week, and you can just do touch-ups. But yeah, definitely worth the investment. They look like I just went to get my lashes done. Like, people ask me all the time, who does your lashes? Me, for like $10. Actually, I don't know if it was $10. I don't remember, but I'll link it down below. But it looks like you got your lashes done. So who doesn't want to look like they just got their lashes done? So my next one, which is acrylic. So if you can't afford to get your nails done every week or every other week or every month, you don't have to. And I learned this when I was doing my clinical rotation because we weren't able to wear nails or nail polish. So I was like, what's the best way for my nails to look nice? Because I'm like, I have a thing for nice hands, and it was to cut them neatly, shape them, clear polish them. And it kind of reminded me of Violet from Willy Wonka. Her hands are so pretty. I'll like insert that clip.
What do you mean?
But her hands are so cute. As long as you're accessorizing well, clean hands are still extremely pretty. You may disagree. If you are looking at my pinky here, do you see how it's like, I was like trampled by the football team during my senior year homecoming rally, so my pinky broke and it just did not heal correctly. So there's that. Keep you handy dandy nail clippers, and as long as you have clipped your nails, like I'll show you this one, my ring finger, how neat and cute it is. As long as they're neat and cute, then no one will care that they're not acrylics. And you can just do this until you can afford to get acrylics done and afford the maintenance on those acrylics. And finally, a cute smelling, inexpensive fragrance is like just the topper, okay? This is something that I've seen a lot of people do who just can't afford an expensive fragrance. So essential oils. take a little bit of vanilla essential oil. Vanilla is like the OG soft girl fragrance, okay? Take a little bit of vanilla essential oil and put a few drops in your lotion and wear that all day. First of all, your lotion is going to stay a hell of a lot longer than any body spray that you're going to get. So use that. Use that. When you smell soft, when you smell pretty, when you smell feminine, people notice. People automatically associate you with those terms. When you smell like vanilla, when you smell like a little warm hug, people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's so cute, she smells so good. And also, on top of that fragrance, this is, I guess it's kind of like a bonus one, whatever. Dainty jewelry. Dainty jewelry is cheap. You can literally get it from anywhere. Dainty jewelry is your friend, okay? It gives such an elegant vibe, such a feminine vibe. It's so cute. So my next point is to embrace vulnerability. Allow yourself to be open and authentic, because sharing your feelings and experiences can deepen the connections with those around you. And I know that it can be scary sharing your inner world with other people, because so many people like to take the things that we tell them and they like to weaponize them to hurt us. So what I would say to that is to use your discernment. Really learn who you can and who you can't trust, and open up to those who you feel that you can trust. What is going on out there? So you need to be able to properly identify a safe space. And if you feel that you're in a safe space, don't be afraid to show those feelings. Don't be afraid to get vulnerable, because people will love to see the real you, the raw you, like the truth of you and who you are and why you are. So if you're having trouble with that, use those I feel statements. I feel, or I felt, if you're talking about something that's past tense. It will not only help to grow those relationships that you're building with other people, but it will also show that you have a level of self-awareness that most people don't. And if it doesn't feel like you're in a safe space and someone wants you to open up about something, use that empathy, use that active listening, and forge those connections without revealing too much about yourself. You know, it can be as simple as, oh, you know, I appreciate you for inviting me to open up, but at the moment it's not something that I feel comfortable with. You know, things like that. Next, we have positive affirmations. So use positive affirmations to reinforce your self-image and your beliefs about yourself and your femininity. I know that it can seem a little odd at first, but honestly, it does work. The tongue is extremely powerful and intentions are powerful, so you need to make sure that you're speaking highly about yourself. So I have a cousin, and every night before he goes to bed, he spends about a good hour in the bathroom in the mirror, and he's inviting these positive thoughts into his brain. He's literally speaking to himself through the mirror and reciting these positive affirmations, so that when he goes to bed, he has already set his intentions about who he is and who he wants himself to believe that he is. And if you're having trouble finding positive affirmations that, you know, feel right to you, use AI. AI is your friend. I might regret that in the future because I don't know how this is going to turn out. But ChatGPT, go on there and ask them to give you positive affirmations for whatever it is that you want to believe about yourself. And if you need one to kick you off, you can use mine. Just make sure to take a screenshot. I am feminine. I am divine. I am the apex of beauty, strength, and grace. I am cloaked in dignity and I move with light. I am beautifully authentic and fully within my feminine essence. I think that one is so beautiful. And if you find any on ChatGPT or any that you've seen elsewhere that you think that some of the women or some of the people who are watching this video might benefit from, make sure to leave it down below so that we all can enjoy those positive affirmations. You never know what will resonate with someone. Okay, and then the last and final is to find people who support you. Surround yourself with support and love. Engage with communities and individuals who uplift you on your feminine journey and on your journey through life, period. So I spoke about this in a previous video actually, and a lot of people were upset by it and called me a lot of really mean names. But regardless, I stand by what I said. The truth is, not everybody wants to see you succeed. Not everybody wants to see you do great things. You really have to be careful about who you surround yourself with and who you allow to enter your space. You have to be selective because not everybody wants what's best for you. Some people literally plot and prey on your downfall while you're praying for their uplifting, and you would never know. So remove any jealousy, any ounce of jealousy, any ounce of envy. You've got one time to show me that you're jealous. You've got one time to show me that you might be envious, and you're out. You're gone. I don't have time for it. Because like I said before, envy is dangerous. It can literally lead to your death. And I'm not talking about one that's mental or emotional. I'm talking about for real. Okay, we see it all the time. People go out of town with their friends and they don't come back because they're jealous. And people do bad things to people who they're envious of. So no, keep those types of people out of your life. Because the truth is, you deserve to be surrounded by people who think that you're a big deal. Because you are. And they also deserve to be surrounded by people who think that they're a big deal, because they are. You need people who you admire and people who admire you. Someone who wants to see you win because you want to see them win. It's a duel, you know, it's not a parasitic relationship. It's very symbiotic. You need friends like that. You need family like that. People who want to see you win. Your environment matters. So be very intentional on who you put inside of that environment. As always, I'd recommend surrounding yourself by people who you admire and people who you know also admire you. All right, everyone, that is all for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and I really hope that you guys learned that by integrating these daily practices and the steps that I have given you today, you can gradually grow to embody that more soft feminine version of yourself. So I hope that you found it informative, and if you didn't, I hope that you at least found it entertaining. Nevertheless, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy this video and if you did enjoy me. And I guess that is all. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.